Hello and welcome to the Kids Story Room. This is episode 6. My name is Sebby and we have another Wonky Wardrobe poem for you. This one is all about me. It's called Sebby's Silly Socks. I really like it. I hope you do too.
Sebby's Silly Socks by Anna Steen. Sebby had a pair of socks. They were furry, red and frilly. He couldn't wear them for too long, as these socks were really silly. Once he wore them in the morning. They made him jump so high, but then they forgot to bring him down and left him in the sky. His mum called out the fire brigade, but their ladders didn't reach that far. So then they had to get a rocket to collect him from the stars. If the socks went on at lunchtime, things got out of hand. They went all warm and fuzzy and sent Seb to a new land. Getting home was pretty hard. Seb had to find a fish who had 5 eyes and 50 heads, then make a homeward wish. If in the afternoon he wore them, the socks went really mad. They turned him into a dragon, and things could get really bad. Some people didn't know it was Sebby, and they'd get very scared. He had to eat a whole chocolate cake before his true identity was bared. At dinner time, things got wild. Seb rarely put the socks on then, because those silly old things turned him into a giant hen. He'd lay enormous eggs. They'd fill up the entire house. His family couldn't fit inside, nor could their pet mouse. The only way to turn him back was to scramble all the eggs, but you had to do it with your feet, and then you got sore legs. At night, it was the silliest. The socks turned up the dial. This is when those silly socks really made Sebby smile. They turned into a pair of claws from a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I suppose you just might guess what did happen next. They took Seb back millions of years to when the dinos roared. Seb was so excited, he couldn't wish for more. He was a Tyrannosaurus. He thundered as he ran. But before he could get too far, he'd turn into Batman. He was in his Batmobile, speeding through the sky, searching in the night for that baddie guy. But just before Seb caught him, he turned into the Flash, running even faster than the Hulk or even Dash. Seb travelled around the world 300 or 400 times, as many different superheroes fighting all the crime. By the time the sun came up, the socks were all worn out. Seb was fast asleep in a secret hideout. When he woke up, he was safely in his bed. His socks were on the floor. They were no longer red. They'd turned a mucky brown and had holes here and there. Seb could also detect a funny smell in the air. "I think you two need a wash," Sebby said to his socks. The socks replied, "Oh no, we don't," and turned into a fox. Seb knew that they'd come back when they were good and ready. So he rolled over in his bed and picked up his favourite teddy. He liked his silly socks. They were a pair he'd always keep. Seb yawned a big sleepy yawn and then went back to sleep.
Thank you for listening to Sebby's Silly Socks. We love sharing stories with you. Bye!